So now we're ready for logistic regression. So logistic regression is a predictive modeling algorithm that is used when y variable is binary categorical. So that is, it can take only two values like 1 or 0. The goal is to determine a mathematical function that can be used to predict the probability of event 1. So once the equation is established, it can be used to predict the y when only the x is known. Because for linear regression, y has to be a continuous variable. So when y is categorical, you can use logistic regression to model it. Here is so the logistic regression tell you the probability of one event is happening. So if you take the threshold of 0.5 and your probability is greater than 0.5, then you will classify that data point into class 1. If you have a event that happens have probability lower than 0.5, then you categorize that data point to class 0. So here is a function of how do you calculate the p-value and plot this sigmoid curve. But I'm not going to go detail into the math. So if you have some interest in how this is formulated, you can Google it online yourself. I'm just going to go directly into an example. Here I'm using the breast cancer data sets. And before everything, I'm selecting some and I did some data cleaning ahead, and then before anything, now I'm kind of subsetting it into 70% of this data to for training. And if we plot this data with table, we see the information of this data. We see 0 has 300 something and 1 has 160 something. So 0 has like about like 2 times more than 168. So in this case, we have a sample imbalance. This can be bad sometimes, so we want to make this sample the sample size more comparable between these two phenotypes. So we did we resample this data, and we got a final training data of 311 for both of the phenotypes. And now we use the GLM and family equal to binomial to fit a logistic regression model. We want to predict the class in terms of all the variables, and this one is we want to predict the class in terms of only the B1 chromatin variables. So we can see from here, this one is the one with all variables, and this one is the one with only one variable. And we have an AIC that's much smaller in the previous one than the second one. And and for the second one, we have for the previous one, we have accuracy of 0.797, which is pretty good. And here is just another graph showing you what is the logistic regression and how it look like if you plot it out.